guys, welcome back to Plan with Karina. Today I will be doing a memory plan with me for the last week of 2024 in my old Tilly journals. Then next week when I film Plan with me for this week, it will go into my new one. So the kit that I'm going to use today is this Christmas tree farm one from Josephine Bow Designs. This is the first ever kit of hers that I've used. I met her at Southwest Planner Club last year when I was seated on her table and really got on well with her, and this was the first time I bought from her, and I'm so glad I got to meet her as well. I love the colours of the kit and I love the hollow. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, I will be keeping it. There won't be any full underlays or overlays on this kit because I actually don't have any left. So I need to order some because I've started disliking the amount of white space. So this might not go according to plan, but we'll see. But what I do have left over from Planner Face is some foil numbers and some words. I'm also not going to use any script stickers in this kit, and I will be handwriting them. I don't like handwriting them because although I like my handwriting, I'm not a massive fan of how scribbly I get when it comes to Plan with me's, and I think it ruins the beautiful artwork that these people put into their kits. However, I planned badly, smack on the hand, last week and this week I should say, and I haven't written out my script stickers in time, so I'm just gonna go with the flow. Yeah, so it's Thursday no, it's not Thursday at all, it is Saturday the 4th of January. We have snow coming in about 2 hours apparently, fingers crossed. I am out in my media shed, for those that know about my shed, and it is freezing. I've got a hot water bottle on my lap, and so yeah, I'm just going to plan and get on with it and see how it turns out. I'm going to do a voiceover because yeah, I don't like talking while I'm planning. I like to listen to music, so yeah, here we go. So I just start by laying down the washi. Sorry, my head got in the way a bit there. I really like this washi. I like the 3 different components and how it kind of still works well together. Had a bit of an issue with the splicing of the smaller side, but we worked it out. Next, I just lay down the dates strips, and I use the Planner Face foil date dots. I did say in my introduction that I won't be using script, but there are some scripts that I do use, but the majority of it is in my handwriting. The other thing that I did was I left some gaps in this kit, and I added some photos using my Sprocket later on. I don't film the process because actually I had a bit of a mare with the Sprocket, not realizing it wasn't charged when I went to print them. I should have printed them before, and so I just added them in and reshot the last bit. Now I'm just adding underneath a washi strip after adding my full boxes in. I left a gap on Wednesday because of it being Christmas Day. There's a lot going on. Then I laid down my sidebar. As always, I put a list for the week with my favourite memory of that day, and then I had 2 trackers, one for my audiobook and one for my reading book. My audiobook at the moment, I got a head start on Fourth Wing, as I am a big fan and excited for Onyx Storm coming out on the 21st, and so I wanted to reread Iron Flame and Fourth Wing before then, but as part of my January reading. I also am manually reading my Peaches and Pages book club book, which is a spoonful of Secret Santa book, which is a spoonful of murder. I then put down my work tabs for the week. I only worked 3 days last week, so I just put those in, and that's where I mainly use the script stickers from Planner Face. I then went on to lay Tuesday, mainly because I wanted to be careful of how I use the boxes in this spread, and I didn't do a lot on Monday, so I thought I'll wait to see what I've got left before I laid it down Mondays, rather than waste it when I have busier days. I used the stars to make a list of things I had to do that day, which was do a last minute shop run before Wednesday, film a plan with me, which I did film, and unfortunately I didn't edit and upload because time just got away from me. We then watched Home Alone. We had a bath and did our Christmas Eve tradition of new pyjamas and having a family photo, as well as watching another Christmas film whilst I did the last Christmas wrapping. I then went to Christmas Eve mass with my mum, and then when we got home, me and my husband sorted out the stockings for the kids by moving them up to their room and putting their presents from us under the tree. As you can see, I then lifted these 3 things up, mainly because I didn't like how close the full box was to the list. I hadn't spaced it very well, so and this is a reason I quite like this kit, or this kit from Joanne. It's quite good quality paper, and therefore it was fairly easy to lift the stickers up without causing any of the page coming up as well, so big fan of this. And then on to Wednesday and Christmas Day. First I laid down all the boxes. We had quite a busy day because we didn't stay at home for Christmas Day. We split it between my in-laws and my parents. We first did stockings in bed with the kids, which is a Christmas tradition we've had since I was a little girl. We then got all dressed up in our Christmas stuff and took some photos of the kids, and then we went to my mother-in-law's first and did presents with her. Then me and my little girl went to my parents' house, and we stayed there just to spend time with my niece, and then my husband and my little boy joined us later on for Christmas lunch. I'm not a big fan of cooking. My husband isn't a big fan of cooking, and whilst I'm not sure if my dad would say he enjoys it, he is good at cooking and therefore goes all out at Christmas, so it was nice to eat somewhere where the food was lovely. We then came home and did presents from us to the kids, and then we watched the 3 things that we've been waiting all year to watch, which was the Doctor Who Christmas special. We then watched Wallace and Gromit Christmas special, and then we watched the Gavin and Stacey finale. All the while we were playing Monopoly, Swift Taylor Monopoly. Swift Taylor? That's not a thing. Taylor Swift Monopoly, which my husband bought me for Christmas. I didn't put a sticker down for Monopoly though. Next on to Thursday, I had a lie-in, and it was quite a chilled day, and my plan was to go for Boxing Day drinks, which is an annual tradition with my best friend. So we went with her and her partner, went to the pub. It was just the three of us, but we had a lot of fun, and I did get very hungover, so it was just a case of tidying the house before, getting ready, and then she picked me up. I tried to move this sticker, and I was going to move the stars again down a bit, but the stars caused me a bit of grief, so I gave up with those. Then on to Friday, I was very, very hungover from the pub the night before. So we had a very chilled afternoon until we had to go over to my mum's house. We'd booked tickets to go to Sudeley Castle to see their lights, their Christmas lights, before Christmas for her birthday. However, due to the gale force winds that took place, it got cancelled, so it was moved to this day instead. I had sobered up by this point, and so it wasn't as bad as it could be, but it was very, very cold, and so Millie got very poorly. She got a fever, so it was it was a lovely evening, just had a bit of a rubbish end. Then on to Saturday, I went to work. However, I ended up leaving early because Millie was still very poorly, and my husband had planned to go and see his grandparents back in Slough, and I didn't want him taking her with him while she was poorly because I didn't want to make his grandparents ill. So I came home early. He went to Slough with my little boy, and as Millie was ill, she was on and off sleeping throughout the day, mostly throughout the day, and so I was able to get the Christmas stuff put away and have her tidy up at the house and get on top of all that. And then on Sunday I went to work. It felt like a very long day for some reason on Sunday. I don't know if it's because I was just worried about Millie. So I came home, had lots of cuddles with her because she was still feeling horrible. And then I went out in the shed and got some planner and journaling set up. And whilst I was doing that, I've been rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and whilst I was journaling, it ended up being the last episode. I finished the last episode, so I am obviously having a lot of trouble with this particular straightening of this particular sticker. So then I go back to Monday, and as I say, it didn't do a lot, so I just used this task box, and basically all that happened was had a nap. Once I finished work, we played proper Monopoly, and then I did some journaling. I think the reason I wanted to keep it so quiet on Monday was because the rest of the week was going to be busy, so I just wanted to not do much in the lead up to it. I then moved the sticker because I decided that I'm going to use all this gap space that I've got and put down my Sprocket photos. So then I just filled in my memory boxes for the week, and that's it. So I just jump ahead because I, like I say, had a mare with the Sprocket printer, and I fill in the gaps here with photos, which I'll show you in just a moment. Love to hear how you're finishing up your planner for the year. Are you diving into memory planning, or are you still setting up your planners? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Hope you had a wonderful holiday season, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy planning!